Yo,
You
hey,
you
what's up, man? Thank y'all for tuning in.
you live on IG?
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right, man. So I'm live. I'm live on IG and YouTube. So if y'all on the IG, definitely come over to the YouTube where we prefer you to be. But man, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Matchmakers. Today, Phanatic is gonna give y'all his list, his top 8. So we're gonna see what what he say, and we're gonna see if we actually agree with what he said, because I got some people that are literally that literally send some information far as the next three that should be on this list. Now let's see if we agree with Sports Fanatic. But go ahead, Sports Fanatic. The show is yours, my guy.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. We talking my list. Top 12, 11 U, 12, 12 U's, 12 U's. I'm sorry, y'all. Top 12 U's, man. We talking the top 12 U's in the country. This is projection, and this is also based off last season, not just nationals. Season. All right, let's do it. I mean, at number one, we got the number one team, the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes. Self-explanatory. They knocked off the legendary Lambeau. So that's who we got at number one. Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes. Number two, we got Lambeau. All right. They perennial champions. They beat almost everybody. They beaten 99% of everybody. Um, so that's easy. The first two, very easy. The next one, start getting a little tricky, man. Start getting a little tricky, right? Because they didn't win a national championship. But I got RCU. All right, RCU was a top five team almost the entire year. They went down to YNC. They beat the Tennessee Cougars. Then they almost beat Lambeau. I mean, they did put up 28 points. They almost put up 30 points on Lambeau, right? A perennial champion, but they lost, right? If you ask me, they softened them up a little bit for a lot of the Hurricanes. But I believe that RCU is beating every team on this list. All right. At number four, we got the North Carolina Giants. The North Carolina Giants, right? This is the former Royal Hornets Elite, aka walk down gang since 10 and 11. They've been one of the top teams, man. Since they was 10 and 11, they've been one of the top teams. They won a national championship over there at UIFL. They're a premier program in North Carolina. And projection. Projection. This is when I believe that the North Carolina Giants, formerly the Royal Hornets, are going to be one of the top teams because they went to North Carolina Giants. They was already one of the top teams at the Royal Hornets, which is a great program, but they're more of a state program. The North Carolina Giants is a national powerhouse program. They're going to get national kids for real now. That's a projection pick, y'all. They was already a top 8 team. Then they won a national championship at UIFL, and they joined the premier national program. Watch what I tell y'all what they do this year. They number 4. My number 5, it gets less fun. They get less fun. North Philly Blackhawks. It's the North Philly Blackhawks, man. Y'all know I don't like to give no credit to no up north teams. I'm South biased, but I couldn't be biased when it comes to the North Philly Blackhawks, better known as the new TMT, as I like to call them. They the AYF national champions. They the AYF national champions, and they the best team. They the best team in their region, and they was the best team at nationals. They've been the best team in 12U for a consistent amount of time last year. The problem is I don't think they could have knocked off any of the teams I got in my top 3, nor do I believe they can knock off my North Carolina Giants this year. Projection pick. So I got the North Philly Blackhawks. No disrespect to them. Right there. The next one, I got the Bessemer Tigers. Right. This is a pick a lot of people gonna hate on. This is a pick they gonna hate on because the Bessemer don't win YNCs. You're not gonna win a YNC when you got Lambeau and not Fort Lauderdale in there. But they have a great season. They be having a great season every single year. The Bessemer Tigers is always a top 6, 17 in the country, and they can beat 98% of all the other teams. Any team that say something about Bessemer, I guarantee you they can beat you. We coming down to my last two. Y'all. I got a lot of messages about these two. I got a lot of texts, a lot of DMs, right? I went on ahead and said Bessemer because I felt like y'all wouldn't put no respect on them. I'm putting them in there. But these last two, I don't know if y'all gonna be too happy. I don't know if my folks in the South gonna be too happy. And nobody from this day forward can say that I'm biased towards Georgia, or I'm biased towards Florida, or I'm biased towards the South. And number 7, I got Watkins Bounty boys. I got Watkins Bounty. They were one of the best teams all year. They were another top team that came up short at nationals. So at the end of the day, what are we talking about, right? Why are we throwing away the season for 2 to 3 games? No, man, they were a top 5 team the entire year. Arguably one of the best freaking teams in the country. Then they lost in a national championship game. But outside of that, they had a great year. And they lost in a national championship game. All right. And then last but not least, the Benson Bruins, a team that was top 5 in generational next rankings throughout the year. Y'all can go back and check. They've been in the top 5 in generational next. Then at one point in time, they was the number 1 team in AYF. Okay, they go down to nationals, they lose. Okay, but one loss cannot define greatness. And I know for a fact that team has added more great talent to it. So they was already number 1 team in AYF. They was a top 5 team in generational next. I don't have no choice, y'all. I gotta make them my number 8. My list, not yours. I guarantee y'all this is the list that y'all gonna see in August if everybody do what they supposed to do.
That's crazy. All them teams that you left off, and you put Benson Bruin on there, which is cool. I like Benson. They knocked. They
was the number 1 team in AYF all
year.
Yeah,
they was beating up on OG Ducks and all that. I get that, bro. But then you got some people that felt like that the Bounty Boys should have been lower, and that North Philly should have been lower, being that they actually won the AYF last year. So a lot of people felt like that was a slight within itself to put NC Giants, somebody who hasn't won anything yet.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Win.
As the Royal Hornets
Did they win
elite,
last year?
they won UYFL.
Did they win last year?
They won a national championship with UYFL.
Oh, well.
But they was the Royal Hornets elite. They took that whole team.
Okay.
And they took it to the North Carolina Giants. The entire team went to the North Carolina Giants.
Well, I don't know, man. I guess I'm going to take a page out your book. Since I don't really know the teams that played in the UYFL, I'm going to put the North Philly down just a little bit lower. I'm going to put them down just a little bit lower. I feel like the competition was a little heavier. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go to the level of competition as far as the league, we got to say what? Probably
it's
battle.
No.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm not putting UYF in there. I'm just say that. No slight to them. I just don't know the teams that y'all got in that league. And I don't know no top dogs that's ready to go play in that league. So I'm not sure how it worked. Do you got to play a regional game to get in there? I don't know the system. I don't know none of that, right? But one thing I do know, I know that the top dogs was in AYF and YNC. Outside of that, I don't know about no UF. I was about to say UFC. I don't know why no UIF, man. I don't know about them. So I'm not going to put them above them. Now, if you want to change it and make it to where they got to play each other, you know what I'm saying? I'm going by the strength of league. Now let's ask this question. If let's say Boynton, if Boynton won YNC and the Blackhawks won YNC, who are you putting first? Who are you putting before the other?
If Boynton won YNC.
If they won YNC
And then you're
North
saying
Philly
was
won
12
AYF.
11U last year
Yeah.
would have won AYF.
Yes.
I'm putting YNC.
You put exactly because you feel like the strength of it is a lot harder. So therefore,
Yeah.
So therefore, even though that the Bruins won the UIF, right? I'm not putting them before the team that won the AYF because I'm going off the strength of league. So therefore, I'm putting North Philly down just a little bit lower, and I'm bringing down the Bounty Boys. Now you can keep you.
I've tripped you up, by the way.
You didn't trip me up. No, you didn't.
I've tripped you up.
Did. Now
because,
you can still put.
You're not familiar. That's where you're wrong. Because
no, I'm familiar. They beat up on the OG Ducks all the last week, all the last season.
A lot of teams play in Miami Garden Ravens. I want to say one of their older teams played in UIFL last year. Duval Jags is a program that has played in UIFL. It's been Bullet Academy. I don't know if you remember Gold Blooded Titans from like 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
They started. A lot of teams go to UIFL and then they end up in YNC because you have to be in a league to play in UIFL. So what happens is, everybody covets the YNC. Now, me personally, I'm always put a YNC. That's why I got RCU number 3 because I respect the talent that's at YNC in that division. You know what I'm saying? In that 11U division. But after YNC, when it came to the 11U division, I think the AYF and UYFL was pretty. I think it was pretty similar.
Hey, his stick says the RHE didn't win. They didn't win it last year.
Who won it last year then? Because I got them winning last year.
Come on, man. You gotta come on. You gotta come with the accurate information.
Yeah, I know.
His stick said they didn't win. He said they didn't win, bruh.
Him squad last year went to one.
He said they didn't win, bruh. Don't be on here spreading misinformation, bruh. Just trying to prove a point.
He gonna pull up the document because I got something that says they won.
He says him squad last year went to the YMC. Hey man, I'm just saying, bruh.
That we talking 11U. We ain't talking 12, we're talking 11U.
We talking hold on, we talking 12U.
Well, we talking 12U now.
12U, yeah.
We're talking 11U last year.
Right. Facts. So he says OTG won D2 last year.
That we talking D1. We ain't talking no D2. Come on, man. We talking D1. I don't talk D2. D2 is another conversation. We talking D1 right now, man.
Man,
come on, man. You talking to Mr. Factual over here. Now we talking, you know what I'm saying? I'm facts. We talking fiction. We talking national sports. We talking facts. We talking me.
Hey, all right. So look, I got some. I
want to.
Hey, Dave, cut that down. It's a little loud.
Yours is, man. I want to know what yours is. I want to know what you told me you fixing Philly. Okay, you putting Philly at 4.
We could put them at. I'm putting them before the NC Giants.
Okay, that's
is 4. What I'm doing.
Putting them at 4.
Okay, I can put them at 4.
So who my top 3?
It's still okay. Hey, Dave, pull up the list again. Pull up the list.
The full list.
Pull up the full list.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
I'm saying, bro.
The best list. I'm telling y'all, just watch. When these people drop these lists and y'all see these folks, don't say, dang, bro. I can't believe. No, just say, dang, he did say this was gonna happen.
Nah, bro. I think honestly though, okay, so you got RCU. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though they did not win it, they did well last season. But since we talking about the people that actually won it, we're gonna go ahead and bump the Philly up. We're gonna put them at the number 3 spot.
That's come on.
We're gonna put them at the number 3 spot. Then we gonna put RCU at the number 4 spot, right? Then
so Philly could beat RCU.
I think Bessemer can beat the Giants, North Carolina Giants.
We talking projection, and
man. Bruh,
So you telling me Philly could beat RCU? They almost put a 30
no,
on Lambeau.
I'm basing it off this. We talked about winners, right? We talk about people who
No,
actually won it.
I'm talking projection and last season.
Hey, Dave, turn it down a little bit more.
I don't care. I don't necessarily care about they won this championship because if that was the case, I wouldn't have RCU number 3. I think RCU could beat a lot of teams that's beneath them.
Okay, that's what you believe, right? But now answer me this question: Did they win anything? Did
they win a national championship? Did they win a national championship? No.
So we're gonna put the top 3.
That don't define you, man.
Hey, bro, what do you want from me, my guy? Because you either want
national championships.
You either want the people that won a championship because you try to use that as your argument. Then when I go along with that, right now I'm telling you, RCU didn't win anything, so we gotta bump them down just a little bit.
Let me give you the criteria. It ain't just focused on national championships. I want national championships. I want great season. I want possible projection. We can't just focus on national championships because that means that a lot of people. That means you just gonna throw away the whole season because I didn't win my last 2 to 3 games. No, we can't do that because they've been playing since June. So you play from June to November.
Hey, Dave, remove the cover.
I didn't win. That just because the Chiefs won the Super Bowl does not mean that everybody else had a bad season. It just means you did not win the Super Bowl.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna just say this, man. I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna read some of the stuff that the people been saying. I'm gonna let you know what the mass has been saying. Right? We're gonna go through that as well. What I am gonna say to you, bro, is that I think a lot of times when you say things, bro, it come from a biased perspective. First of all, you don't even really like to even speak the name North Philly Blackhawks.
And that's number 1. Still put them on my list,
bro, reluctantly. But then you still slighting them because you're putting a team and you talking about projection. All right.
And they won too. They've got a national championship.
So by default, then why aren't Benson in there? You said they won it, right? Last year. So based on your criteria, you should have Fort Lauderdale, Lambeau, right? Then you should have Blackhawks, North Philly Blackhawks, then Benson Bruins. That should be your order, bro. But instead, you putting these teams on here and you going in the order that you want to put it in without even going through your own criteria. You're not even
because you're trying to put me in a box of champions. I keep saying it's not just championships. That's a part of the criteria. Is let me see if you've won. Then I want to go based on your season. Then I want to go based on what the projection for you will be this season. You keep leaving out the whole thing.
Man. Hey, what's up, Coach Tim?
What I want to know, you got to tell me this, brother. If you got a team that was already one of the best teams now, one of the best teams in your state, they went on to a competitive league. They've been good for multiple years. They were in Generation Next rankings. Remind you now, this is just some UIFL. They was in the Generation Next rankings. They was in the SEAL rankings. Then they went and joined the North Carolina Giants, who known around the country. How does that not take a team that might be 5 or 6 and jump them up 2 spots? Come on, man. I'm trying to go off what you would do right here, Ken. This is what you would do.
No, I'm not jumping nobody over no champions, bro. You already know. What do I always say? Come on, no. Let's say it together. Championship pedigree. I'm going off the ones who actually got it done, not the ones that
got it done too.
Where, bro? We know they were good.
YFL. You know what? You gonna see?
Please, because I got the North Philly Blackhawks. I got them beating the Bounty, Bounty Boys. So like they got a really good win. And And here's the one thing that you're not realizing.
Okay.
Bounty Boys, besides that one loss last season, they only lost to Lambeau, bruh. They ain't lost to nobody else, but they only lost to Lambeau.
Which
and
is
you
why
mean to
I
tell
had
me
number 7 on my list.
that's still disrespectful though? Because you like, all right, you know what? I'll be okay with it if you can do this. Take the NC Giants
Okay.
off of there. I mean, not off, but you gotta put them a little bit higher, bro. You can't put them number 4, bro.
Okay. So if I put instead of putting them 4, if I put the NC Giants at number 7 and I bump everybody, even though they're a champion, you're not respecting a champion.
Okay, I guess I'm not respecting the UIF, whatever
That's
the
what it
lead
is.
is.
You ain't respecting.
I gotta pay more attention to them because I don't mean to disrespect none of the leagues because they're all doing their due diligence to make sure these babies got a place to go. But what I am going to say is that most of the top teams in the country, and you know the Seal is one of the more unbiased, entity, right? But I would say that most of the teams, they either strive to go to AYF or YNC. I'm just not familiar with that league.
Mhm.
So they may have some of the top teams, but what of the top teams that they have in that league can beat if they had to compete versus a YNC or AYF? Which of them teams can beat? RHE can beat who?
A lot of people. Well, North Carolina Giants. I'm giving a new name.
Who can they
North
beat?
Carolina Giants. They could literally beat everybody that's under them. That's why I put them at 4.
Okay,
I believe
RCU?
they could beat Philly. I believe no, not anybody
Okay,
above them. The top 3 they
Philly.
can't beat. But
Philly.
everything under them, Philly, Bessemer, Watkins, and they can beat Benson. I'm telling y'all, man, you taking the best team from that state and a team that actually went and won a championship that competed and played against top talent. Then they went and joined one of the most national programs. They're attracting more kids from different states. So instead of just playing with North Carolina kids, now y'all gonna see some kids that they don't live here. What's going on? I'm telling y'all, that team is going to be a top 4 team.
All right, so let me ask you about some of the. You already know I got to get a notable teams. So let me ask you about some of these teams. Matter of fact, give me another 5 teams that would have made this list. Or I want to say you got 9 and 10. Who would have been your 9 and 10 pick?
I wrote it down.
Oh, you must know I was gonna ask you.
Yeah. Come on, man. Because I already know you, man. You a big honorable mentions. You know what I'm saying? Who's your honorable mention? You gotta give honorable mentions. And you know me, man. I hate giving honorable mentions. And it's not because I don't think that there aren't other teams outside of the top 8. But I like to give the top 8 their just due. I like to give the top 8 they only shine because I really feel like to be a top 8 team in the country or for people to even talk about you in that realm, it deserves a conversation of its own self. But I interrupted you. While I give you my rest, go ahead and tell me. You said I gotta move my guys, North Carolina Giants. Okay, I'll move them to the bottom. Then where do we go from there?
Okay, so first of all, I'm putting the Bounty Boys in front of them. I'm definitely doing that. And then to be honest, bro, I feel like as far as the Benson Bruins, I think a team that you don't know called the San Jose Hit Squad, I think they beat the Bruins. You see when you don't know a team, bro, I'm always putting you up on teams, bro, that you just need to do your due diligence on.
What league they
you
in?
will see. I don't know the league. They're in California. League. They're in California.
Come on,
now they can play in the National League. They definitely can do that, right? They are based in California. They're like a San Jose team, right? This is the team that I tried to get to play versus the City Life Raptors last season. They are one of them teams that can shock anybody, bro. And it's full of, like I mentioned, they are full of Samoans and Tongans on that team, and they got a nice quarterback and running back. So that's a team, bro, that I'm gonna put on the honorable mention list. Another team that's up and coming that you're gonna
Have you
see,
have you
they
have
got
you
a
ever heard of
dog.
Bullet Academy?
Nuh-uh.
Check them out. They are another UYFL team. They was top 8 in the Seals November and October rankings. They're another UYFL team. So they was one of the people that I was thinking about putting on my list, but I didn't want to put two UYFL teams on my list.
All right, man. Go ahead, give us, man. Quit
Rare Breed,
stalling, man.
Rare Breed, Rare Breed was another team I considered giving some
Okay.
shine to.
I was gonna mention Rare Breed. Go ahead.
Great Elite out of New York was a team I consider giving some shine to.
I was gonna mention them too.
All right, and one of my lad team, man, Bad Boys out of Missouri. I can't remember where it's NTB or something like that, but it's a Bad Boys team out of Missouri. I consider giving shine to. Some people threw around Virginia Chargers. I'm not familiar with them though, so I couldn't put them on my list. So those are some of.
Okay, so what about and this is the team, bro, that a lot of people it letting me know because I've seen them with my own eyes, right? Osceola. What do you think about Osceola?
Osceola took some bad losses. I want to say 2 or 3 bad losses. They ended up at UTN. They're a great team. And again, I'm not going to let losses define you. But the losses that they took wasn't quality losses like a Benson took. Or like a bounty took. Like Watkins took. Right? So it's like, I can't. So if I'm looking at a team like RHE or the new North Carolina Giants, they didn't went and did a lot of the same things they did, and they went down to UIFL and won it. That's why they couldn't be on my list. But they are like an honorable mention type of team, and I would love to see what they're gonna do this year. I think they in Southern Hospitality this year too, or beat them and feed them. They in some preseason. Oh, you know what it is? They're coming to Warzone.
Yeah, they definitely coming to Warzone.
They coming to Warzone,
and they got 2 running backs, bro. Dogs. Number 4, number 5, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't even play when they played versus the Rare Breeds, right? Who end up winning. But like had they had that player, man, like the game could have went totally different. So I'll say this, man. That Osceola is a team that everybody needs to mainly focus on. And then the other team, bro, that I'm surprised you ain't missed.
Are they in your top 8?
I'm not gonna say top 8 because I'm gonna put right now based on the move that they made. I'm gonna go with TMJ. Because I think Tremaine Elite was already a good team, and the fact that they was able to that they merged, I think that they're gonna be pretty good as well.
I like
what I'm saying.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you based it on projection.
Man, I'm basing it on everything right now is a projection, but you see, here's where I gotta say that you get it wrong because you talk about projection, but then earlier I asked you why you put a certain team at number 1. I asked you why you put Boynton at number 1. You said because Rare Breed won it right last year, and I said, hold on, but this is a new season. I said the NCAA, they don't go by who won it last year. They go by what place they think that a team is going to be this season. And that's why I was trying to get you to see. Like, now you're talking about projection. So if you thinking Boynton was going to be the better team, why didn't you go with Boynton and put them at number 1 over Rare Breed?
You're a tricky man. And I think it's the Oakland in you. What I said was that, yes, I did say that. But I said Rare Breed's going to have a better season. Rare Breed's going to do a lot more traveling. They're going to play a lot more bigger names, right? Boynton's going to play a league schedule, which they are in a good league, but it's not going to compare to the names that Rare Breed's going to play. And it's not going to compare to the places that they're going to go. Because if you go and you play 3 or 4 games out of state and you win in dominant fashion, though we expect you to win because they on the road, you're going to be the number 1 ranked team all year. So I just really think their schedule is the reason that they're going to be number one, right? But do I think that they can be beaten? Yes, I think they can be beaten. But I think they're going to have just a real. Their schedule going to be too good. You ain't going to be able to deny them the number one team.
Hey, Champ Cheese, he says they have us at the 8. They have us. He said they have us at 8 on the list and have Benson 8. Hold on, that ain't make sense. He says we won a natty and beat everybody by 30. How are we 5? And they 8. That's for you to answer, Phanatic.
He said, "How is North Philly 5?
Yeah, how is they 5?
Opposed to what's wrong with being 5?
Because based on your criteria, they be the top 18. So they really should be lower.
Again, I don't think they could beat RCU, right? I think if they play RCU, they ain't beating them by 30, right? I don't think they win that game. And I don't think they beat the new North Carolina Giants. I don't believe they beat the new North Carolina Giants. So,
hey, bro, let me find out he on their payroll.
You got two. My thing is they won a national championship. The only argument that y'all could really have is RCU. That's the only.
They said take
argument.
Benson off the list. I can do that easy. I could replace them with TMJ.
Why would we? Okay, what's the difference between Benson and TMJ?
You said what's the difference?
What's the difference? Because they merged. Benson is a great team.
But I think TMJ is the better team. Now Benson, they good,
I'm not opposed to that argument. You know what I'm saying? Because we basing it on projection too. I'm not opposed to that argument.
Man, all right, bro. I don't think a lot of people agree with your with what you doing, bro. They don't. A lot of people. Let me see, man, what they say. Some of the people that should actually be. You know what I'm saying?
That's my thing. If you don't want Benson on, then y'all got to tell me who comes off. Because again, we are talking about, okay, they lost at Nationals, right? 3 games, right? We gonna y'all taking December, which I respect a lot. You can't take away national championships, but that's a week long. They've been playing since June. They were in the generational next top 5 rankings for multiple months. They were arguably the number 1 team in AYF for multiple months. They lose at Nationals, and now they shouldn't be in the rankings.
So let me ask y'all a question. Hey, y'all, if y'all agree with Phanatic's list, go ahead and type a yes. If y'all don't, type a no. And if y'all want to give a detailed
you gotta give a detail. You gotta give a detail.
Yeah, don't then, say no without I definitely read it out. But let me read some of these, some of the response, man.
Okay, let's get it.
A lot of them said, okay, one of them said Baby Smoke. He says Bounty Boys should definitely be on there. One guy said Norcross. Now I don't know who, I don't even know if that's a middle school.
Okay, so
and
you got somebody agreeing that Bounty Boys should be on there.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so Bounty Boys is one. Hit Squad, the San Jose Hit Squad. And the crazy part is I just knew that we had some responses, but I don't know who is who. Okay, so the San Jose Hit Squad is one of the people that I said that could possibly make this list, right? Okay, then
who are no,
what?
Man, we ain't doing that.
Now I'm not putting them over TMJ. I'm not putting them over TMJ, but I'm saying if we put, I'm talking about the people that can swap out Benson Bruins. And no disrespect to Benson. You know what I'm saying? But the people that
San Jose, did they go to AYF last year? Did they go to UIFL? Did they go to YNC? Did they even go to UTN? What national? Come on, man. So we put in a team that's around here beating up on local teams, which is great. Be great. Like we need those type of teams as well. There's no doubt on. But we saying that team can replace this and that team, but they haven't even came outside.
Man, I'm just telling you what I believe, bro. Then here's the other thing too, right? ATL Chargers.
The ATL projection, yes.
ATL Chargers That's what a lot of people was saying. We got two
Honorable
back-to-back ATL
mentions.
Chargers.
Yeah, they got to play first. They got to play.
Yeah, they got a good coach. And coach said he going for the gusto. So,
I believe in
we got
them.
to see. So we got 3 ATL Chargers in a row. We got Brill. We got Yes Sir, who said something. We got Brill, Be Real got a motive. Then we got Alpha Dogs. They felt like the Alpha Dogs should have been on that list, bro.
That's one of my honorable mentions. But again, y'all, I said that the Alpha Dogs will be good later in the season. They're not.
Hey, bro.
When August drop, they might not be on this list in August. They're going to get on the list around September, October. They play really tough games this year. They're going to play tough games throughout the season. So around September, October, the Alpha Dogs going to be on the list. But out the gate, I don't know if the Alpha Dogs will make this list. They would have to really show up at Beat 'em and Feed 'em.
Hitstick says NTB should be on this list. So I think he want to find anybody that that can replace the Benson Bruins.
Hold up, I'm not opposed to that, brother. You don't want the Benson Bruins on here, and you want NTB on here. They can be gone. It's eight. Eight is replacing.
But no, we're trying to see why would you put them? Oh, why? I'm trying to see why did you put them over all the rest of them?
Because Benson Bruins, yes, they did not have a great national run at nationals, but everything they did the other 6 months before December, I'm talking November, October, September, August, July, June. From June to November, the Benson Bruins was one of the top 5 teams in the Generational Next rankings. They were one of the top 5 teams in the SEAL rankings. They were arguably in the top 2 of the AYF national rankings for 6 months straight. They lost at nationals. Okay. Does that mean because they lost at nationals, they lost 2 games? The other 30 games they played shouldn't matter.
Hey, this is why we definitely be needing these teams to come to that war zone. Shout out to DT and my guy too. Yeah, man. And he said that Osceola Cowboys whole program is in the war zone bowl. So we gonna get your proper assessment because we gonna make sure that you there.
I'm gonna be there.
You gotta be there.
I've already told Osceola I'm coming.
I don't think you got a chance to really see them the way I did, bro. I don't think you got a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like this team is a team, bro, that can really compete with anybody, which is why I was about to go to Florida to go see them, but I think that they end up canceling it. But yeah, man, this is a team that's really good, man. And I think you need to stop being biased because this spells bias all over.
Bias?
Yes.
What man? Hold up. I'm really distraught. I'm biased when I have North Philly on my list. I have the Bounty Boys on my list. I have multiple Midwest and Northern teams on my list. This no freaking. I even mentioned the team out of Missouri. I don't want to do this, y'all. If I was biased, it'd be a lot of rare breed and Atlanta, Georgia, and freaking Florida teams all on this, but I can't do that.
Hey, Banks Jr. seem to think you biased, bro. He seemed to think you biased.
Why?
And then somebody agreed with you though. He said RCU should stay at number 3.
So the argument basically is my number 4.
Yeah, they can look. RCU can stay at the number 3 spot, but what I'm saying, based on your criteria, bro, we had to basically shuffle that around, and I'm definitely shuffling until I see more of them. The NC Giants, I'm shuffling them right now, but I didn't have a problem with the RCU at all. I didn't have a problem with them.
I'm reaching out to North Carolina Giants right now. I want them on the show. I want them on the show.
Okay. All right, we can definitely get them on. We could definitely get them on, bro. Because it seemed like you going. It seemed like you got your favorites, bro. You either going for the Canes, or RCU. I don't know which one. but you going for one of them.
Why wouldn't I go for Lambo? Whoa.
Oh, you not going for Lambo, bro. It's already been set in stone, bro. You do not care about no Lambo, bro. You been going against him all last season, bro. You're not doing it. No.
Me?
No.
I'm
Yes,
not
you.
going against no Lambo, bro. I
You
love Lambo.
Yeah, right.
I just wanted Lambo to switch it up a little bit. Now that Lambo has switched it up.
That ain't what you said. That wasn't your assessment.
Chinks in the armor.
That's what you've been saying the whole time, bro. You didn't say, hey, look, man, if Lambo don't switch it up, then they not gonna do nothing. You didn't say that. You just said it's chinks in the armor, but you did say what Fort Lauderdale should do. You gave them all the pointers in the world.
That's crazy.
You gave them all the pointers in the world. So therefore, to me, you was going for them, bro.
I was never going for anybody. I want us all to win. I just wanted to see Lambo switch it up. Now that Lambo has switched it up and they've added some stuff, I'm feeling confident that they can make a good national run. I'm actually excited about 12U this year.
No, do you feel like they're gonna win? No. I'm not letting you off the hook. Do you feel like they're gonna beat a Fort Lauderdale? That Panther came on here to basically tell you that they only got better. So now the fact that he told you that they got 6-footers at the line and all that other stuff, now you still feel like Lambo got a chance to beat them.
A chance, yes.
Do you believe that Lambo is gonna beat them?
In the regular season, yes. Nationals.
So in the championship.
Yeah, Nationals, I don't know. I'm gonna be real though, man. I really feel like after doing my due diligence, I really feel like this is gonna be a tough 12U year. This is gonna be a tough 12U year in both YNC and AYL. And I'm super excited to see what happens in 12U because I don't know if North Philly run it back. That's enough.
Hey, man.
No, they weren't the number one team the whole year, man.
Okay, but they was the number one team when it was all said and done. They was that team.
Right?
Yes, sir.
It's one of them things. I don't know. I'm actually very interested to see where YNC and AYF goes this year. But I do know that the sleeper team that everybody's sleeping on right now is them North Carolina Giants.
Hey,
Mark
bro,
my words.
Everybody figured you out already. We know that was your team. We know
that
was the only reason you put them at a number 4. You might have saw some practices. I don't know what it was. We know. Everybody knows. I don't think there's a person in here that don't know that you was going or rooting for the NC Giants, bro. Nobody.
I don't even know them. I don't even know them. I just know that this. I'm telling y'all. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. They're gonna be a top team, man. They're going to be a top team. But y'all not gonna listen to me. Y'all gonna keep saying I don't know what I'm telling y'all, man. They're gonna be a top team.
All right, so we got some more, man. So I am Savion says Bounty Boys 100 yards. SB says TMJ.
Okay.
Well, I don't even know what that say. Somebody says
I would love to put more Florida teams on there, so that ain't no problem for me.
J5 Showtime says Springfield Tigers. I've never seen them. I've never heard of them.
Send an Instagram, send some stuff, man. I give a look.
His stick says Bounty Boys. So we got a lot of Bounty Boys. So you got people agreeing with you on that in that regard. So Midway Gators, right? He said they should be number 6. Okay. Wow. He said they should be number 6. Then
you're gonna have to tell me why, man. You're gonna have to tell me who did y'all beat that matters. Not saying that the games don't matter, but who did y'all beat that's a top team? What did y'all do at a nationals? You just can't throw that out there.
Hey, BRL, my guy, man, one of the top film guys. He says Alpha Dogs and Osceola Cowboys. Now, this is a person that was very high on West Orlando Jags. He filmed their whole season last year. So he's big on Osceola and Alpha Dogs. So the next one we got Watkins Hornets.
Okay.
This is from Aza underscore 3T. So yeah, so he got that, and then we got the rest of them. They saying Bounty Boys. So Bounty Boys was definitely one of the ones that people agree with. You know what I'm saying? That's the one that I agree with. I also had the coach on here. They only lost, I believe, twice all last season. One against Lambeau, and then the other one in the championship versus North Philly Blackhawks. So I think the list, man, I think we also have to agree with number 1 and 2. We
Okay.
got to agree with 1 and 2. And the reason why I say that is because last year, Fort Lauderdale won it. Lambeau was second. There was a runner up. Then RCU made a lot of noise.
Mm-hmm.
They was doing their thing, right? So I agree with that. But then NC Giants, I didn't really see them. I didn't really see them like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not putting them at number 4. So I go ahead and switch them with North Philly Blackhawks because they end up beating them. And in fact, I'm gonna bump them up again, and I'm gonna put Bounty Boys in front
Okay.
of them. So I'm gonna put
Okay.
them at the number 5, and then Bessemer Tigers, I will put them at the number 6, and number 7, I will put the NC Giants
Okay.
over Benson based on your list. But
Okay.
there are some other teams that I will put before them, before Benson. Now, Benson, when you see this, man, I mean no disrespect,
No,
but
no,
Sports
no, no,
Fanatic,
no, no, no.
sometimes he make
Take it
you
as full
disrespect.
disrespect, Benson.
No,
Take it as
sometimes, man,
full
he make
disrespect.
you disrespect you. He make him. Cause he come
That's
out here,
crazy.
he jumped the line with all these other teams that's more deserving, right? And then he come with the disrespect. So then he kind of make you take the angle that you take.
That
Cause
is
he lead with
crazy.
the disrespect, man. Everybody understands that Fanatic, when he give us analysis, man, he come with a lot of disrespect. A lot.
That's crazy.
A lot.
I can't believe you doing this to Benson right now. These folks was top 5 in generational next rankings throughout the year. They were the number 1 AYF team voted by the seal
Now they
throughout
good,
the
bro.
year.
They
And
good.
then they go to nationals and y'all letting one loss define greatness. So you're talking about a team that was number 1 the whole year, top 5 in every ranking. And now all of a sudden, because they lose a game, they can't even get in the rankings. This is crazy, man.
Hey, Rico Robinson says ATL Elite 12U, a team to look out for. Hey, man, do you have a sleeper team? Do you have a sleeper team?
I think Reverie is a sleeper team. They've lost something. They've lost some, but I still think they're going to be in the mix. I think Atlanta Chargers is going to be a really good team. I think the Alpha Dogs is going to be a really good team. I think the Bad Boys out of Missouri, could be saying their name wrong, but NTB out of Missouri, I think they're going to come back with vengeance. So I'm telling y'all, man, it ain't even no sleepers. 12U, once I'm telling y'all, 12 you going to be tough. It ain't going to 12U last year was tough. It was tough too. I ain't gonna lie. 12U last year was tough. But 12 you're gonna be tough this year. Like 12 you're gonna be tough. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be a tough. So I don't really have no sleepers. I really feel like we don't know. We know who them first
I'm
two, but outside of them first two, maybe 3, everything else, I think it's gonna be a dog fight.
so at all the pieces with RDU not being a team. Hold on, what's that? No, that's 13U. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so we got ABA. That's my sleeper team. ABA, they're in the runnings every year. I think last year them losing to Fort Lauderdale put a dent in any chance that they ever had of going to YNC. The fact that they lost by 40, right? And you know how I feel about the team that lose by
Losing by
40. You
40.
can't You can't, you can't get into the runnings. You got to be some notable teams, right? Some ranked teams in order to get back.
So
But
maybe that's
this
why you
year,
don't like
man,
Henson. Because of how they lost at Nationals. Okay, that makes sense.
he says not ATL Elite, ATL Chargers. I think I said ATL Chargers, I believe. But look, I think that with the coaching staff, with Coach Pope, you know what I'm saying? I think that they've been doing a really good job at developing those kids, man. And then you got number 40 that on that defense, man. He's a dog, bro. They got some top dogs. They got my guy Trey Pope. You know what I'm saying? They got some pieces. And then on top of that, the fact that Tucker broke up. You don't think ABA got some of them? You don't think ABA got some of them pieces?
My
You don't
problem.
think, hold on, wait. You don't think ATL got some of them pieces, bro?
I just don't think it matters.
Wow.
I don't think it matters.
That's
I
crazy.
think that there's something that ABA just can't seem to get over the hump. They just can't get over the hump. And I'm not going to waste an honorable mention on them. Great team. I think they're going to do some great things. I think they're going to have a great season. But
and you basing that off them losing to Lambeau, though?
I'm basing that off them losing like consistently year after year after year. When it's time to get over the hump, they just can't seem to do it.
To Lambeau, right?
They've lost other games besides Lambeau, man. Because Red Breed lost to Lambeau and they still get invited to YNC. Losing to Lambeau ain't the end of the world no more. Losing to Lambeau is expected. Now it's who do you lose to outside of Lambeau?
Hey, did ABA not beat ATL Elite last year?
The Bengals?
No. You're in the wrong age bracket. We're going to 12. We're in the 12U.
Oh, the Bengals, what? They was 11 last year, weren't they?
No, they were 12. 12U. They went down there and got smacked by the Blackhawks, I believe, last year.
You're right. The Bengals got smacked by. Which ATL? Because they didn't beat Lambeau.
They beat ATL Elite.
How many
ABA?
Teams?
If I'm not mistaken. I might be off.
Teams? I was about to say, it might be another one because ATL Elite do be having multiple teams.
No, we're talking about ATL Elite that played up. They was 11U last year. They played a lot of 12U teams last season. I believe that if I'm not mistaken, it's one of them teams that were really good that ABA they end up, you know what I'm saying, winning. So you can't just count them out, man. They've been to YNC quite often as well, bro.
But when it's the hump, because they also lost games. I want to say they lost to Rare Breed. They lost games. That's why they don't be in the rankings, because it's a hump that they struggle to get over. Oh man,
all right, man.
They blowing the phone up.
Yeah, bro. That's because you get on here, man. You get the disrespecting teams.
Ain't no disrespect.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, not giving nobody no credit. And then because bro, your opinion of Osceola to me when I first brought him up to you, and you say, oh, they wasn't even they not even gonna be mentioned. I'm like, what?
They weren't.
Like, bro, I could tell that you don't know yet. You haven't been watching them.
Why would we mention teams that's losing in the regular season?
Okay, Rico confirmed it. He said they did in the championship. ABA beat ATL Elite in the championship.
It's only one ATL Elite, Lambeau. If they ain't beat Lambeau, I don't want to hit.
Hey, bro, this dude moved the goalpost every time, bro. That's the one thing you can guarantee in this.
If you tell me they beat Red Breed, maybe we talk.
To an ABA?
Yes. But they beat that Red Dogs team.
They beat Tucker. That beat that beat them. So hey, it got to count for something. Did Tucker
They're
beat
a
them?
good team. See, you're going back to your Buckeyes days. They're a great team.
This was last season though.
But we talking national top 8. National top 8.
Hold on, wasn't
Really good
Reverie about to
team.
go to national?
Who? Reverie went national last year.
They was about to. They didn't go.
Well, yeah, they were about to, but
Okay,
they were a top 10 to 11 team.
Tucker beat that team, and then guess who beat Tucker? ABA. So
Bro.
Tucker, yeah, I
So
know, bro.
this man beat this man, and Lance
The
beat this man,
triangle
and
theory,
Leo to beat this man.
the triangle theory. No, because that's
Come
what you
on, man.
basically did. No, they can't go because
Come
they
on,
can't beat
bro.
Lambeau, but they beat other notable teams.
They did. They beat good teams. They a great team. But there is a hump. There is a hump that they struggle to get over, man. When it comes down to the best of the best. Me and you talking to me about Osceola. I have respect for Osceola, but they lost big games. They lost 2 games.
Bro, you see, look, y'all see how he moved the goalpost? First, losing games don't matter. And
Losing
then
at nationals.
when it comes to trying to prove a different point, then he brings up losses. It don't make
Losing at
sense.
nationals. Nationals. Losing at nationals. We can't let that define your season. Losing
Hey,
in
bro,
the
they
regular
said
season defines your season. You got to
he's
get there first.
he said Central City need to get out of the backyard. He says, I am Savion says, I think BR is asleep on that team. But nah, bro, he said we coming. Yeah, bro. I think people feel like you very biased.
Bias towards, okay, I can move my team out, my projectional team out. That opens up one spot.
All right, who you
So,
give it
okay,
to? After
give
do
me a
your
letter
due
grade.
diligence, then who you give it to?
Oh man, that's nobody. I just moved that team to the back of the line. I moved them to number 8. You know what I'm saying? I don't give it to nobody. I really don't feel like nobody. I still feel like we have to respect the fact that they won a national championship. So I just make that team number 8. I bump the list up.
Hey man, you gotta look at it, man. He says, DFE you most wanted. All right, yeah, man. We're gonna go to some of these and we're gonna read what y'all saying.
Yeah, but before we do that,
And
give me
I'm
a
on
letter
Instagram.
grade.
Huh?
Give me a
Your
letter
letter
grade.
grade for it? I'll give you literally probably like a B minus.
Wow,
I give you
this
a
man
B
giving me an
minus.
80. He giving
I
me
give
an
you a
80.
B minus. I give you a B minus because for the simple fact, matter of fact, I might give you a C plus. You gotta work up. You gotta work your
Y'all
way up.
give me a letter grade in the comment section. Give me
Hey,
a
yeah,
letter
hey,
grade.
do us a favor real quick. Give Sports Phanatic a letter grade. A being the highest. What do y'all give him based on his analysis, based on the team, based on the number that he positioned certain teams at? Give him a letter grade because he want to watch. He want to see.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all just be fair. Just be fair.
Oh, before we do this, no, y'all go ahead and type what y'all type, man. Get Sports Fanatic a letter grade. But beef underscore Marlowe says, how is teams that didn't make the championship game in either major league be on the top teams that didn't make it?
There's only one team. Well, there's 2 because RCU didn't make it. There's one team that's on there. They won a championship in a top league. There's more than one top league. So they won it in a top league. UYFL is a top league. If y'all don't know about it, y'all might not be that in tune, but I'm telling y'all, UYFL is a top league. if y'all go do y'all due diligence, Bullet Academy is a top team. They play in UIFL. They're in people's rankings. I'm telling y'all, go do your due diligence.
Hey,
UIFL is top league.
and, and you said that Benson only lost once, right? And then
I
Histed
said
confirmed that
Benson
they had
lost.
two losses.
They lost at Nationals.
He said because then that's insinuating that that's the only loss that they had. They had two losses.
Who
They
was the
had two
other loss
losses
to?
before that. I'm
Who was
not
the other
sure,
loss
but
to?
they had two losses. And
Because
then like
don't tell me
we
they
got
had two, and don't tell me who they lost to if it won at Nationals. Because
nah,
that
bro.
team.
I do remember them losing. I do
Mhm.
remember them losing because they were telling me about damn what team was it? They told me about a team that basically smacked them because they was smacking, like I say, OG Ducks.
We got
They
a
smacked
team.
them.
We got a team that literally was a top 5 team the entire year. For 4 months, they held a ranking in the top 5, basically.
Hey
They
man, I
were
think
the
we didn't.
number one AYF team for months. They were number one. This is in multiple rankings from people that have different associations with different leagues, and both of these associations had this team as one of the best teams for multiple months. In
Hey,
December, they
bro.
lose game, and now y'all want them out the rankings. That's fine. I don't mind taking them out the rankings. That just
Hey,
opens the door for other teams. I don't mind.
somebody just said this might be a game changer right here. They said on this is on IG. He says no Zay, no Mello, no Ball Hog. That'd be crazy if none of them players on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that'd be crazy to me. All right, so look, let's
Wait,
look at your grades,
that
and
confirmed?
if you want to, you can go on there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They said C minus, C
That's crazy.
plus,
That's crazy.
D.
That's
Matter of
crazy.
fact,
These.
I think I
Come
need to
on, man.
screenshot this, man.
That's
Hold up.
crazy.
Let me see. I'm about to
Hey, that's
screenshot.
y'all not keeping it a stat.
Hold up. I gotta screenshot these, bro.
Y'all
Just so
not
you
being
know I ain't
real, bro.
lying. You
Y'all
got a
not being
C,
real.
you got one B minus.
Okay.
You said C plus or B minus, C, a C plus, B minus. Yeah, man.
I
So,
ain't lie, man. This a tough crowd, man. This a
man,
tough crowd.
and then he said redo the list, bro.
That's crazy. That
Redo the
is
list.
freaking crazy, man. What is
Hey,
we talking about?
that's cold. I'm not gonna even lie to you, bro. That right there is cold, man. But how long we got, man? How long is
It's on
where
you,
we
man.
at?
What's on you? I
Where we
I
at, Day?
I feel I am shocked and appalled that y'all don't like this list, bruh. I really put thought into this list. I really said, hey man, I'm going to be as fair as possible. But that's okay. I'm gonna reach out to the North Carolina Giants.
Hey
I will
man,
get my respect one way or another.
that's crazy. But yeah, man, my live ended on the Instagram.
Okay.
But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. For y'all that's still on YouTube, man, make sure y'all definitely hit the like button.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the subscribe button. Y'all already know how we do it, man. You know, this is how we help the show get out into the algorithm. But I think today, Sports Fanatic got his wake up call. This is this is Sports Fanatic.
That's crazy.
This is his wake up call. You know what I'm saying? If you want the people to get with you, man, you gotta start not being biased. Cause I want to say you had about 7 people talking about how biased you were in that. You know what I'm
That's
saying? In
crazy. I don't even know how I'm biased to a team I don't even know. I don't even know these people.
Yep. But
I have
yeah,
no
man,
idea who they are.
go ahead and end us out though, man.
Hey, this was a great show. We had a great week. Y'all know we're gonna be back on Monday, refreshed and ready to go. I'm gonna have a new list next week. We're gonna decide what age group I'm gonna do. A lot of people have been asking for 12. A lot of people have been asking for 10. A lot of people have been asking for 11. I mean, but so far, I think I've done a great job. This might be my best list yet. To be honest with y'all, this might be my best list yet. But that's all I got, man. I'm gonna see y'all on Monday.
All right, man. So yeah, tomorrow I think I'll be on, and I'm gonna just give y'all a breakdown on the pros and cons of reclassing, and I think like just to give y'all some insight. So I'll be bringing some documentations. I'll be doing some research, letting y'all see what it is that I'm showing y'all to basically help y'all make the best decision for y'all child. Some of y'all don't need to reclass, but y'all want to reclass anyway. But
Right.
sometimes I think reclassing can hurt you. It don't always help. So we want to make sure that you're well informed. So I will be on here tomorrow doing a show, maybe about 20-30 minutes, and see what y'all think, man. But that's all we got, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. National Sports Chat. Got my guy Sports Phanatic and
Yep.
TOV with the production. And that's all we got, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. We out. Woo. Hey. Hey, that was a tough crowd, Phanatic.
Man, look, man, when it posted, they went up. Hey, man,
Hey,
I gotta speak the truth.
he said sound like glazing going on. he said
Glazing.
said sound
Oh,
like glazing going
not
on.
the kids say I'm glazing.
He said sound like
That's
some glaze.
crazy.
Yeah, bro. He
Yeah,
said like
it's crazy. I don't even know.